Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Cleveland Guardians going up against the New York Mets. Okay, Singy, let's get right to it. Quite the win streak on the line coming into this one.
Yeah, Boog, they seem to have a force field around them lately, but you know anything can happen. Looking forward to seeing what they have in store for us today.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go. Getting the nod on the mound, Christian Javier. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch to contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boog, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Liner, base hit. Around first, heading for two. The throw into second, and he's out, trying for two. Jose Altuve up to hit here. 3 hits last night. So he was a big factor in getting that win. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
In the air, left field. Nimmo ranging after it. Hauls it in for the out. 2 away. Here's the Guardians lineup now. And a big part of it, a guy with a great track record, Jose Ramirez.
Well, this club has started to lean on him. He's got 10 RBIs in his last 10 games. So this is a guy, when you need some momentum, got some runners on, you want him at the plate. He's been clutch, and he's been delivering big time.
Juan Soto now. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, has room, and he makes the catch. Back here with my pal Singy, and pitching in this game, Joe Ryan. What's the scouting report on him?
Well, coming into this game, hitters are batting under 250 against this starting pitcher. So it just shows you how effective he's been. He's been able to move his pitches around, add and subtract, change up the look so that hitters don't get too comfortable and start squaring up the baseball. We'll see what he's got in this one.
And it's 1-1.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Goes down looking. Here's Jesse Winker.
He's done a great job making contact recently, working on a 5-game hitting streak.
Fastball for a strike.
This is a hitter who takes his game to another level, playing at night.
Next pitch is outside. Just missed.
That's a ball.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
1 out, bases empty. wind of the pitch. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. And a payoff pitch. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Here's Francisco Lindor. Gets the outside corner with that one. And that's in the dirt.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead. Doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position.
Winker, the base runner at first with one out.
Ball.
Headed towards the corner. And that's a fair ball. Winker headed for the plate. He will score, and they take the lead. 1-0.
Well done. Drives in the run. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
1 out. Runner at second. And now it's Mark Vientos. That one's in there, 0-1. Now this is in the air down the line. Fair ball. Run comes in from second. It's 2-0. And he'll pull into second safely. One down. And next for the Mets, Pete Alonso. 4th on the National League home run leaderboard. Ripped to the right center. Base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they're up by 3.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. Nice job at driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
And now, Francisco Alvarez. Right through there for a strike. For Joe Ryan, the journey's so interesting when you think of a guy who started his college career at Cal State Northridge and then ultimately transferred to a Division II school, Cal State Stanislaus. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Swings through it for the K. He notches strikeout number 150 this season.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
Brandon Nimmo in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
This ball's chopped on the ground. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. 1 inning in the books here. It's the Mets 3 and the Guardians nothing. Top of the second. So in now for Cleveland, Matt Olson. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
The next offering misses, and that's ball 1. Freddie Ferguson doing the umpiring duties behind the plate in this one.
Yeah, Freddie's a well-respected umpire, Boog. Maybe a little bit more of a pitcher's umpire. He does like to pitch down just below the knees or right about there, but most hitters are pretty good at covering that spot these days.
Line drive. Nimmo makes the grab, one down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
One down, base is empty. Tap foul at the plate. Just missed.
Out.
Swing and a miss, and now 2-2.
There's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
And the slider just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
So Turner reaches base, and this is a guy with good speed. Here's Jose Ramirez.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch.
Turner runs. Pitch is low. Safe at second with a stolen base. Foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
One out and a runner at second. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Got him swinging.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
And there's a ball.
That's inside. Ball.
Left field, way back there. And it one-hops the wall. The run comes in from second. The relay throw. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Well, that gets him a little closer in this one. This was a really nice swing. Didn't quite get enough behind it to get it out of here. But once it got over his head in left field, it was extra bases all the way.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Here's Byron Buxton.
He's been showing off some pop lately. 3 home runs over the last 5 games.
Machado at second with 2 down. Buxton launched a homer in his most recent game. Man at second. And a swing and a miss. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now a 3-1 ball game. You're dialed into the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom half of inning number 2. And stepping in for New York, Griffin Conine. Ball one there. Conine with some struggles at the plate recently. Not uncommon for rookies. That one down the line, and foul ball.
You know, Boog, at the start of my career, I got only 3 hits in my first month, but I kept at it, and I finished the year hitting 300. I know he's going through it a bit right now, but he's capable of figuring it out.
Way high.
That's up. That's a ball.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. And now it's Jose Siri. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. Just missed. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1-1. Ball.
That one missed.
3-1.
And that's ball 4.
Take your base, ball 4.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on a tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
No, that's high.
In the box here, lets that one go for a ball. Man at first, one away.
Runner.
Here's the pitch. Runner goes. That's in for a strike. Real Muto throws, not in time. It's a stolen base. Chris, there aren't many players faster than him, and StatCast demonstrates that for us right here.
Yeah, it breaks down the data for us on a close play, and that top speed is about as fast as we've ever seen, Boog, and clearly it was the difference maker on that play.
And that misses. And that's ball 2. One out, the runner at second here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Fouls one off. 2-2. On the ground, Olsen. And 2 away now. Jesse Winker will hit next. The walk and a run scored his first time. And a foul ball. Runner at third, 2 away. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat. Drive in that run. You may not have another runner.
Dives, but he kicks off his glove. Throw is wide. He's off the bag. Run scores, and this inning continues.
Well, that's a great effort with 2 outs, and he displayed why it's so important to get out of the box quickly. There's no time to waste on these plays, and that hustle down the line to beat the throw really earned him that run.
Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. Winker off of first with 2 away. And that one wrapped foul. The 0-2. It himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Welcome back. Last series, the pitching was not good as we take a check of the numbers. Javier back to work. And that's in there at the knees. Real Muto, a former Gold Glove winner, 33 years old. He's been on a terrific run at the plate, hitting over .350 in his last 10. And that one fouled off. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch, tailing away from the hitter, lowing away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. Tell you what, that's a tremendous 2-strike pitch.
Yeah, that's fouled off. And 1-2. Hit in the air, right field. Conine hauls it in, and there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Check swing, called strike. 2 outs, base is empty. That's to third. Vientos zips it across, and that is the inning. Let's check out some notable Cy Young candidates so far this year. That's outside.
No, that's out.
Ball one.
Well, I think this is an important inning on the mound for him in this game. He's got to find a way to settle things down and give some length in this start.
The 1-0. And another ball.
Well, these Mets showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. Pitch count is pretty high, and they've plated 4 runs already, so I think it's safe to say their game plan is working out pretty well right now.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 3.
So they forced the starter to put in a lot of work, and they've been able to get to him for some runs, and hopefully that bullpen phone is working today.
Ripped to short. Throw on to Olsen. 1 up, 1 down. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Well, Boog, it didn't take very long for Alonso to set the home run record here at Citi Field. He passed Lucas Duda for the top spot in June of 2023.
Just missed.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. 1 down, base is empty. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. So up next for New York, Francisco Alvarez. Not close with that one, and it's 1-0.
On the mound, he's got to remember his offense can score a lot. So if he can hit the reset button from here going forward, there's still a chance that his club can win this ball game.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Brings it in, and that's the 3rd out. Back here in Queens, on to the 4th. Here's Juan Soto. First pitch misses.
That's a ball.
Love it here at Citi Field. You know, it replaced Old Shea Stadium back in 2009, and Chipper Jones was really sad to see it go. It's actually the 3rd home of the Mets since they started out at the Polo Grounds for 2 seasons before Shea was finished.
Swing and a ground ball, and it stays fair. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in, not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Just found a way to slap that ball down the 3rd baseline. That's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now it's going to be Matt Olson. He's 0 for 1. That catches the outside corner. That's strike 1.
Well, certainly doing his very best out there on the mound to bring that win streak to a halt.
That one misses, and 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And that's too high. Soto at second with nobody out. Next pitch is outside. Smoked into left, base hit. Coming around third is Soto. The throw in, but it's offline.
Oh, that's a lonely feeling for an outfielder. The read wasn't great, and it really hurts when it costs your team a run.
Here's Turner now. He walked and came around to score his first time up. And that gets the inside corner for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Next offering is fouled back. 1 on, nobody out, a run in, top half of inning number 4. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. The 0-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And, Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Now it's Jose Ramirez. Off the mark there. And that is ball one. Just missed.
Last two pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
3-0.
And the 3-0 finds the zone. Up the middle, sneaks through, base hit. And that forces the runner to hold on at second, 2 on with 1 away.
Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that for him right here. 1 hit shy of 2,000 for his career. Way to lay off that pitch down. He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
And Manny gets a piece. Machado with just 1 hit to go for a career total of 2,000. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Some rare territory he's in here, Boog. Not even 350 hitters in MLB history have piled up this many knocks. He's on the precipice of something really special.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, that slider was way out of the zone, and for me, it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your 2-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss, as you did right there.
And that one fouled off. 2 outs, a couple of base runners at first and second. And that's downstairs and outside. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Two on, 2 outs. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now 4-2. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. Oh, he doesn't get the call. 1-0.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
So 2 balls and no strikes.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. And a good start to the inning. And next for the Mets, Griffin Conine. This one in the air, center field. Buxton sizing it up. He's got it. And there's one down. Jose Siri up now for the Mets. Worked a walk at his first trip to the plate. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Nimmo over at first with one away. Laced into left. That's a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone. And now here's Jeff McNeil. Fastball for a strike. Runners at first and second with one gone. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Fought off foul. Popped up, and the infield fly is called.
Infield fly.
So now here's the Mets DH, Jesse Winker. That one catches the zone, and that is strike one. And a sweeper misses for a ball. Outside corner, there's a strike.
1-2.
Into center and a base hit. Nimmo coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. It's off the mark and he scores.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Joe Ryan departs. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. Devin Williams into the game. Not many pitchers have it, but he'll break out a screwball from time to time. The inside edge, and that's ball one. 2 on, 2 outs. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Olsen pulls it down, and that is the inning. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 5-2. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Out towards right center field. Konai on his way over. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. Here's Yelich at the dish.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
And he grounds one to the right side. Tosses to first. Yelich out on the play.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Altuve in the box again. Takes the strike.
He's got a good rhythm going. 2 quick outs. Guy like that wants to get the ball, deliver that next pitch, get back in the dugout as quickly as possible.
Strike 2.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. Now 1-2.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
Off the plate, 2-2.
Sometimes you got to fight to get back into an at-bat. Take some tough pitches, even out the count.
Good job to fight that one off. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. To the right side. That ends the frame. Nothing doing for the. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling. And that one,
that's low. Ball.
Cutting but missing down low.
Well, these Mets putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
This one in the air. Olsen under it. Makes the catch. And a quick out, number 1.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop up and an easy out for the defense.
Next offering upstairs.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Next offering in there for a strike. Now 2 balls and a strike.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Got him looking, and he didn't like the call.
Well, that's great execution of the pitch right there, and the battery working together. Catcher does a nice job to present that to the umpire and get that call, 3rd strike.
2 down, bases empty. Here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. 0 for 2 in this one. And there's the strike. And he can't come up with it. Still able to fire over. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing doing here this half. We're through 5. It's the Mets 5 and the Guardians 2. Back here at Citi Field. Start of the 6th, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Juan Soto. Javier back to work. That's a strike across the top of the zone. Action in the Mets bullpen. Danny Young appears to be getting loose. Minter also getting ready. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 1. And that's down and away.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Two now. Almost got him.
Full count.
And down on strikes. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Well, he throws him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called 3rd strike.
Here's Matt Olson. And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're the top half of the 6th. That one inside, and the count is 1-2. That's down and in.
2-2.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Here's the pitch to Olsen. And it remains 2-2.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
9th pitch of the at bat due next. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
One down, base is empty.
That's a ball. Count is full.
And he hits a ground ball right side, and he handles it himself for the out. And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Christian Javier won't go any further, and he exits with a nice lead. Threw the ball well, and we'll have a new pitcher when we come back. Taking over on the mound for the Mets, Jose Butto. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Here's Trey Turner. He is struck out, and he is walked. Looks like a pinch hitter for the Guardians. Xavier Edwards trying to get something going for him with 2 away. Late with the swing there. Edwards in his second season, 25 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. Towards first, and a foul ball.
Well, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here.
That one almost got him.
That got him. Take your base.
So digging in, Jose Ramirez. His righty-lefty splits there. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. Ball misses. Throw to second. Save. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
Edwards on at second with 2 down. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Swing and a miss.
1-2 to count.
Misses.
No, that missed.
The
That's a
count
ball.
now 2-2.
2-2.
Struck him out looking. Clean work out of the Mets bullpen there. 7, 8, 9 due up in the home half of the inning. It's the Mets 5 and the Guardians 2. Staying in the game on defense, Xavier Edwards taking over as the new shortstop now following his pinch hit appearance. Here's Brandon Nimmo, 1 for 2. That one finds the corner, 0-1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Ryan Helsley preparing to come on if needed. Miller also throwing. Strike 2.
It might be time to choke up a little bit. Get that front foot down early. Maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
And misses inside.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
And a swing and a miss. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. And now the right fielder, Griffin Conine. That one not close. Ball 1. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Jose Siri up now for the Mets.
A walk, and he's also singled.
First offering, and it just misses. And another ball.
That's a ball.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. And a big swing and a miss.
2-2.
Gets a piece and stays alive. The 2-2. That one missing inside. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Back to the top of the Mets order. Jeff McNeil stands in.
0 for 3 in this one.
And that one upstairs. Ball 1.
1-0.
Pickoff throw. Conine back in standing. Close, but called the ball. And it's 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
And it's fouled away. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
And a foul ball. First and second, 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th. Pitch misses there. 1-1. Williams. He's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big time benefit. And that's in for a strike. And the count 1-2.
As a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
Winker checks his swing, appeal to third, did not go. First and second, 2 down. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. going to fall for a hit. Runner from second crosses the plate. It's 6-2.
That's back-to-back singles for him. These days, most outfielders play pretty deep, and I'm not sure if that was a factor there or not, but off the bat, you're thinking it's going to be a pop-out, and it just kind of nestled into that spot where no one was able to get to it.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. Fastball for a strike. 2 aboard, 2 outs. In the dirt, but kept close. Safe there, and we got runners at second and third with 2 away. And 2 in scoring position now, thanks to that wild pitch. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. 2 outs, 2 in scoring position. And that one hit to first. He steps on the bag. They limit the damage here. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 6-2. Major League Baseball is on the show. Top of inning number 7. And now here is Manny Machado. That breaking ball drops in for a strike. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. That one at 95, missed up top. Now 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 away. And up next for Cleveland, Byron Buxton, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Now a move being made for a pinch hitter, Cody Bellinger. 1 out, the base is empty for him. And that's in there for strike 1. The Guardians down by 4 here in the top half of inning number 7. And there's a ball.
1-1.
Fastball for a strike at 95.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
1 down, base is empty. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Upstairs.
2-2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's JT Realmuto. Looks like a pinch hitter for the Guardians. Gabriel Moreno looking for a 2-out spark with the bases empty. Swing and a ball driven out to center. Going back. Leaps at the wall but can't haul it in. And that's a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
Now it's Christian Yelich. 1 for 3. First pitch, and he just misses.
1-0.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
1-1.
2 outs, and 1 in scoring position. And look out. That one gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one. Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Jose Buto will depart, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. The Mets with a new arm on the mound, Danny Young.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Altuve stands in now, looks at that one inside.
1-0.
Moreno, the lead runner at second. Yelich on at first with 2 down.
Ball.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners
2-0.
on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
And that one is lifted in the air. Nimmo ranging after it. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. Two on, 2 outs.
Outside. Ball.
Juan Soto hoping for a chance. He would represent the tying run.
Yeah, Boog, plenty of power in that bat. They'd love to give him a shot here.
2 outs. Late swing fouled off. And that'll load the bases.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
2 outs, bases full. Now it's the right fielder, Juan Soto.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
That's a strike, attacked with the sweeper.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
So they're all loaded up with 2 outs.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. Check swing, now an appeal to third. And he won around. Not an easy call there, but that puts an end to the inning. 3 left for the Guardians. They still trail it here. It's 6-2. So remaining in the game defensively, Cody Bellinger. He'll be out center now after pinch hitting. And stepping in for New York, Mark Vientos.
This change for the Guardians. Now catching, number 15, Gabriel Moreno. Now pitching for Cleveland, number 56, Ryan Helsley.
There's the strike.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Now the 0-1. Sliced hard but foul. And the 0-2. That's a little bit low.
Ball.
Outside low. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. .99 miles per hour to finish him off.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Alonso in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1.
The 1-0. That one fouled off.
Ripped towards third. Tosses across to first. 2 up, 2 down. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He circles the bases. Home run number 5 on the season, and they boost their lead. It's 7-2.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter. Most times it's the pitcher looking at the scoreboard for velocity, but in this case it's the hitter. He just turned around triple digits at the dish. I don't even know how he saw that pitch. Maybe he didn't, but he got a home run out of it.
So 2 away with nobody on. Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets. First pitch doesn't find the zone. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here at the bottom of the 7th. Pitch misses, and now 2-0. Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour.
2-1.
Two down, nobody on.
Here.
That misses. 3-2 now.
Full count.
On the ground to the left. And that's a fair ball. Can't glove it cleanly. Now he'll turn for second. And he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
Another multi-hit game for him. He's been really hot lately. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Now a chance for Griffin Conine. Here comes the skipper out of the dugout.
Pitching for Cleveland. Number 31, Mason Miller.
And he swings through that one.
0-1. Hit run.
Foul ball, still 0-2. That one just misses.
1-2.
Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo blast. It's 7-2. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Sean Manaea.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
Olsen in the box now. No balls and a strike. That was the sweeper, but it missed. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Conine pulls it down and he makes the catch. One away. Now it's the shortstop, Xavier Edwards.
Xavier Edwards.
That one way outside, and that is ball one. He was late there, strike one.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Swings through that one.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Makes the grab, and there's two gone. Two down, base is empty. Now here is Jose Ramirez. First pitch misses. Is out of play. Two down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the eighth. And that skips in the dirt. Strike on the inside corner. And the next pitch is way outside. Manny Machado on deck for the Guardians. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Two outs. Oh, and he hit him.
Check your base.
He had two strikes on him, and he hit him. Manny Machado up to the plate. Runner takes off, pitching for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. Now 1-1. Ramirez at second with two down. That one is absolutely belted. Way back there. And that one is out of here. So he goes yard to left. His 18th home run of the season, and they cut into the lead. It's 7-4. They needed that one, Singy.
Indeed they did. They've been fighting to get back into this game, and just like that, they're back in it. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
Two outs, nobody on. Cody Bellinger, the next to hit, went down on strikes his first time through.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the ninth, that closer's coming in.
Swings through that one, out in front that time.
No ball.
Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-2.
And now
Outside.
1-2.
Ball.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Third out, and that ends the frame. This homer brings the Guardians a bit closer. It's now a 7-4 ball game. Staying in the game on defense, Adolis Garcia. He'll be out in center now after pinch hitting. Jose Siri now at the plate. In there at the knees. And it's 0-1. Foul ball there. swinging. Slider got him for strike 3. Next to hit, Jeff McNeil. Ball 1 low.
Ball.
Foul ball. Outside with a breaking ball. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
2-2.
That misses. Full count, 3-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Winker, the next to hit, takes ball 1. And that one is downstairs, and the count is 2-0. That one at triple digits.
2-1.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Next pitch, not close, up high. Francisco Lindor up next. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. 9th inning coming up. It's the Mets 7 and the Guardians 4.
Now pitching for the New York
Welcome
Mets.
back, and here comes the closer, Dedniel Nunez.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
Out to short. Sends it to first. Gets the catcher by a step. And now it's Christian Yelich.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
And first offering is fouled off. The Mets trying to close out a 3-run lead here at the top of the 9th. And that's in the dirt.
1-1.
In the air, right side. Konai has a beat on it. Makes the grab. 2 away down. So they're down to their final out. Stepping up for the Guardians, Jose Altuve. Climb the ladder with that fastball. Strike 1. They're down to their final strike.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
The Guardians down to their final strike. Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. Two down, nobody on.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That misses the zone, and the count's even at 2.
2-2.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Two outs. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, Bruce, 4 games wasn't too long of a losing streak, but they're definitely happy to be back in the win column. Now you can turn things around, get on the right track, and probably start a winning streak from here.
This one finishes with a final of 7-4. And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Cleveland Guardians going up against the New York Mets. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Ready for baseball here in New York. Towing the slab in today's game, Paul Blackburn. But, Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Missed with a changeup, and a count even 1-1. And that one missing low. That one fouled off, 2-2. That one missed. Now a screamer into the outfield. Acuna takes the catch, and there's one gone. Jose Altuve up to hit here. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Taylor makes the grab, and there's 2 down. And now it's Juan Soto. And a foul ball. Two out, space is empty. Makes a sliding stop over to first, and that's a great play for the out. The Guardians go down in order. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot. And we're back. And towing the slab for the Cleveland Guardians, Garrett Cole. Tell us about him in that sub-3 ERA, Singy.
Well, anytime you can keep your ERA under 3, you're doing a lot of things right, and you're putting your team in a position to win a lot of ball games as well. And he's doing tremendous out there on the mound. Every time he gets the ball, you expect him to go out there and dominate, and that's what he's been to this point. We'll see how he is today.
And a pitch. That's off the mark. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That one is upstairs. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Here's Jesse Winker. That's outside, and that's ball.
Things usually happen when you put those two things together, and it certainly worked out for him.
One down, base is empty. That pitch gets the corner. It's 2-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, that was the cutter down and in right there, and typically if you're going to have a chance with the pitch, if it's down, that's your best chance of doing anything with it. It's kind of like a mini slider, just with a little less vertical movement, but still that one tied him up, and he couldn't get the barrel to it.
Next one misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Lindor swings through that one.
First 2 hitters get punched out on strikes. Take some notes from the dugout. When you get your chance, go up there and hit the ball hard somewhere.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. The shortstop takes the ball. That one misses, and it's a full count. Ground ball right side. Olsen tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. Lindor retired. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here's the first baseman, Matt Olsen. Blackburn back to work. And that drops in for a strike. Blackburn, a former All-Star. He throws a cutter, a four-seamer, a changeup, a slider, and he works in a sinker. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Trey Turner now. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. That's towards center. Acuna. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
Jose Ramirez stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball.
Ball, that's just out.
2-0 count. You really don't want to give in here. You got to work the edges, really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
2 down, nobody on. That pitch clips the outside corner, and that's strike 1. That's inside. Manny Machado next to bat for Cleveland. Second inning here, no score. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Vientos on the move. And that is that. Back here in Queens, bottom of the second, and stepping in for New York, Mark Vientos. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. And it's even up.
1 strike.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next pitch misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Pete Alonso in the box here lets that one go for a ball.
Ball 2.
Eric Summersgill with home plate duty in this one. Kind of known for being generous with the corners, Chris.
You know, I think that used to be a lot bigger deal in past eras where pitchers were working more in and out with their pitches. But, yeah, we'll see if those corners come into play in this one. Hey, no pitcher's going to argue at all.
Stays alive. One down, base is empty.
We got full count.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. In the air to left, down the line. Yelich on the move. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Brandon Nimmo at the plate now. That's ball 1. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 2.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why. Getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
The 2-1. A little out front there as he swings through
2
it.
balls, 2 strikes.
Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out. Nothing doing for the Mets. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Top half of the 3rd inning. Here comes Manny Machado. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Machado went deep in his most recent game. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. Struck him out. Machado is gone, and there's 1 away. Here's Byron Buxton. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. One out, base is empty.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Drilled out towards left center field. Acuna under it. Drops into the glove. And there's 2 down. And now it's JT Realmuto.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Just 1 hit in his last 5 games.
In the air, right field. Reaches, but can't make the grab.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
And now it'll be Christian Yelich. Runner takes off. There's a ball. Throw to second. Great jump. And that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
Real Muto at second with 2 down. To the right side. Oh, great stop. Throws from his knees. On the money. Nice play.
That was a great job of doing the math. He had the perfect angle. Diving stop. Completes the play. And that ends the inning.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the second baseman, Jeff McNeil. That one close. Ruled a ball. And that's ball 1.
Well, we're expecting to see strikeouts in this one. Cole is in the 2,000 strikeout club and only needed around 1,700 innings to get there. You know, only Chris Sale and Pedro Martinez needed fewer innings to reach 2,000 strikeouts.
Whips it across. One gone, bottom of the 3rd inning. So up next for New York, Luis Torrens. And the pitch a little bit low, ball 1. Torrens, 28 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. This to third, Ramirez. Throws to first, and a couple of quick outs. And next for the Mets, Michael A. Taylor. First pitch, and he just misses.
Counts 1-0.
Still tied at 0, last of the 3rd. Swing and a miss. And a count 1-1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Soto going after it. Squeezes it. And that is that. And we're back. Start of the 4th. Now the number 2 hitter, Jose Altuve. Check swing on the first pitch. Appeal down to first. No swing, says Freddie Ferguson. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Nimmo sizing this one up. Nabs it. And there's 1 down. Here's Juan Soto. Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals. And foul ball. Right through there for a strike.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Here is Matt Olson.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
The changeup missing. 1-0.
1-0.
4th inning underway. No score. This one ripped, but foul to the right. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Guardians fail to score. Still no score. Back here at Citi Field. Bottom 4. Here's the Mets leadoff man, Luis Angel Acuna. Bounding ball here. Rolls foul.
Well, these Mets just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. And now the DH, Jesse Winker. Struck out swinging his first time.
Ball one, no
Pitch
strike.
out, but no action. Acuna aboard here at first with nobody out. Cole a check to first. Acuna back in on a dive.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Throws it away. Safe at second, and that was not close. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. That one missed, now 3-0.
3 ball, no strike.
And there's the automatic. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0.
Everything came together for him. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Here's Francisco Lindor.
Oh, here's a game Lindor will never forget. One night in July of 2023, he went 5 for 5 with a home run, 2 triples, and he scored 3 runs. That stat line is so rare. Only one other player has done it. Guess who? Willie Mays in 1958.
Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. Little bouncer out in front of the plate. Throw on to Olsen. Lindor retired. So up next, Mark Vientos. His first at bat was a strikeout. And that's in for a strike. Next offering is in for a strike. Runner at second here, one gone. Pitch misses, and it's 1-2.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
The strikeout and the second of the game for the Cole train.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. I mean, with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity.
That ends the inning, so we take a break. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 1-0. Back after this on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Trey Turner. Blackburn back to work. Right through there for a strike.
You know, these Guardians, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They've got players in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Trying to bunt his way on. Bare hand has to hurry. Not in time. He's safe.
Maybe a little small ball is exactly what the doctor ordered to rev up this offense, and they've been pretty quiet all game, so maybe this wakes them up a bit and helps them get on the board.
Here's Jose Ramirez. He popped out his first time. Turner runs. Pitch inside. Throws it away.
Here's what I think the manager's thinking right now. Today, we're not driving the ball. It's hard to get extra base hits. We've got to make something happen to get a runner into scoring position. That stolen base, excellent call. Now, all it takes is perhaps a single to put a run on the board.
Runner at second, nobody out. Swing and a miss. And now it's even 1-1.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit. But when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
And now 2-2.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big...
Got him! He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Now Machado up here. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. First pitch misses. 1 out and a runner at second. Oh, he doesn't get the call. 2 balls and a strike. That one at the knees for a strike. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Fights it off. You'll see another. Man at second. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Heading for the plate. Here's the throw. Tag. Not in time. He's safe. It's 1-1. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Go ahead run on base. And now the center fielder, Byron Buxton. He's 0 for 1. First pitch just misses. Fouled off down the right side. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. High fly ball out into left center field. Nimmo pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. JT Realmuto steps in. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Close, but called a ball. And it's 1-0.
Counts 1-0.
2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. And we're at the top of the 5th. Fouled off. He was late.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit. Just not able to square it up.
And a ball evens the count. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Acuna makes the play, and that is that. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit, all even at 1 apiece. You're dialed into the show. Back here in Queens, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's Brandon Nimmo. Swinging a foul out of play.
Well, these Mets need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
A little bit low.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have runners in scoring position because they put themselves there.
Strike two.
2-2 to count.
And a swing and a miss. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. Jeff McNeil stands in. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
This game has been so tight, feels like the next team to score will win it.
Next offering upstairs. And there's a foul ball. One down, base is empty. That one in the dirt. Ball 2. That's out to center field. Buxton moves under it and makes the grab. 2 down. And stepping in for New York, Luis Torrens. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. On the ground to short. Trey Turner gloves it. Throws across the diamond. Inning over. And we're back. New inning getting started. Here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter, Christian Yelich. Ball 1, no strikes. These two offenses can put up runs in a hurry.
Ball, that's outside.
Right side. Handles, throws to first. Yelich is out.
Well, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. 0 for 2 in this one. Just missed.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at bat.
And that's down and away. And a foul ball. That's inside.
Ball 3.
And now 3 balls and a strike. All tied up, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Right through there for a strike. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot. So in now for Cleveland, Juan Soto. His home and away splits there. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Stirring in the bullpen for the Mets. A.J. Minter, the lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Young getting cranked up as well. Pitch misses there, and it's a ball and a strike.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Here comes the throw. Save. And the go-ahead runs at 3rd.
Oh, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Matt Olson up to the plate. That clips the corner.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Altuve on third. Soto at first. One gone. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Here's the pitch to Olsen. And that one finds its way through. Runner from third comes across. It's an RBI single. They take the lead. It's 2-1.
Comes through with the RBI. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it.
Crazy. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Paul Blackburn out of the game, and he leaves in a one-run game. Adbert Alzolay will take over here.
He's averaging more than one hit allowed per inning pitched this season, and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
Trey Turner with a chance now. And fouled off. Fastball for a strike. One out. Runners at first and second. And that's outside. It's a ball and 2 strikes. In the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Gets a piece and stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Hit on the ground to the right side, and it stays fair. Coming around third is Soto. He'll score. He's in at second with a 1-out double.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. That ball was drilled 106 off the bat, and that's the kind of feedback that tells you you're right where you want to be with your swing mechanics.
Two on, 1 out. Now the third baseman, Jose Ramirez. Golden opportunity right here. Down the middle for a strike. It's 0-1. Fouled off left side. Up and in. Now 1 and 2. Second and third, 1 away. The next pitch misses. 2 and 2. Rip to third. And Ramirez is set down. Here's Manny Machado now.
Designated hitter, Manny Machado.
Just missed.
1-0.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Two on, 2 outs. And that's fouled off. Skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous. 2 on, 2 outs. Got him swinging. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. 9-1 and 2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. Guardians 3 and the Mets 1. Back here at Citi Field, well, we go bottom 6, and stepping in for New York, Michael A. Taylor.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Taylor measures 6 feet 4 inches, 33 years old, and he's usually in center, but today starting in right. Soto gets under it, brings it in, and there's one away.
Well, I think the key, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Acuna now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Just outside. Going to count 1 and 2. Got him. Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
Well, he's on a great run of strikeouts and showing excellent control and command, not walking opposing batters. This offense, they've got to find a way to break his rhythm, put the bat on the ball, maybe try to bunt for a base hit, get him off the mound, moving around, step out, something to interrupt his timing because he's coming right after these guys.
And now, Jesse Winker. That one off the mark, and that is ball 1. The Guardians leading by 2 here in the bottom of the 6th. And that's too high. Ground ball right side, and that's just foul. Two outs. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Swing and a pop-up. Altuve makes the play, and it's out number 3. And the Mets go down 1-2-3. And it remains a 3-1 ball game. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, A.J. Minter.
Coming on to face a righty bat, and they've had quite a bit of success against him this year.
And now Byron Buxton. And that one a little below the knees. And that's ball 1. Next offering is fouled back.
1-1 is fouled off.
He swings and hits a fly ball center field. Acuna settles under it and makes the catch. 1 up, 1 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Real Muto up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. And
That's
another ball.
2 balls, no strikes.
One down, base is empty. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Lifted in the air, out to left. Nimmo makes the grab for the 2nd out.
Now batting left fielder.
Here comes Christian Yelich. 0 for 3 in this one. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And a strike on the outside edge. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. The 1-1 is fouled off. And that one hammered. That's back. And that one hops the wall. And he's got a double.
Really nice job, a 2-strike hitting in that at bat. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it. And that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
And up next for Cleveland, Jose Altuve. And fires in a fastball at 95. Yelich on at second with 2 down. And that's a base hit. Yelich doesn't stop, heads for home. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Bang, bang play at the plate right there. Outfielder needed no help. An absolutely perfect throw to get him right on the money. Excellent tag by the catcher. And the inning ends on an awesome play.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
This isn't a pitcher that softens up when he starts to show signs of fatigue. I mean, his stuff stays sharp. Makes these at-bats more difficult than they normally would be against other pitchers at this stage of the game.
In the dirt, and a count 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Beats him for the first out, and that completes the strikeout. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Vientos in the box with one away as he takes ball one. Check swing called strike. And the count is 1-1. Base is empty, one away. Here the bottom of the 7th. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. Battling here as he fouls it away.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That one misses, and that's ball 3. Strike 3, struck him out for the 3rd time today.
Oh, tough night at the dish. Punching out for the 3rd time right there. He just hasn't looked very comfortable at the plate. A little unsure of his timing right now. Not picking up the spin and location of these pitches. He'll have some adjustments to make.
Here's Pete Alonso. Slice down the right side. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Next offering misses down and away.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that one hops the wall. Makes the turn and heads for second. The relay, but he's in there easily.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ballgame.
So runner at second, 2 down. Brandon Nimmo digs in now. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. New pitcher on here, Josh Hader.
Left-handed batter at the plate, and he's been excellent in those matchups this year. So this seems like a calculated move.
They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. The tying run at the plate. Ground ball to the middle. That's a base hit. Runner around third on his way to the plate. Head first slide, and he's safe. It's 3-2.
Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Two outs. Runner on first. Jeff McNeil up now for the Mets. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Well, with the tie and run at first base, he's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on. Drive it into a gap and score that run from first base.
Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. This one in the air, right field. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
That was pretty nasty.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Danny Young.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Soto, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Swing and a pop-up. McNeil hauls it in for the out.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit. Ball one there. Next offering is in for a strike. One down, base is empty, and misses inside. Right through there for a strike. That's ball four. Tried another sweeper, but couldn't find his zone.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Turner, batting with one down, takes a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
That misses the zone. 1-1.
One ball, one strike. Ball down.
On the ground to third, Vientos throws to second for one. Over to Alonso for the inning-ending double play. 3 up, 3 down for him there. Last half of the eighth coming up. Guardians 3 and the Mets 2. Bottom of the eighth, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Luis Torrens. Righty reliever out of the pen, Ryan Helsley.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
And that is downstairs. Ball one. Looking to get the tying run on base.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Swing and a ball popped in the air, and that'll get down for a hit, and that puts the tying run on base.
Anything but pretty right there, but he'll take it every time. He'll take those bloop hits off the end of the bat all day long. It doesn't mean you put a great swing on it, but hitters deserve to get a lucky hit every now and then.
No outs, runner at first. Now it's going to be Michael A. Taylor. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
With the go-ahead run at the plate here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that is in for a strike. And it's 0-2.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Had him out front for strike 3.
Oh, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for. A bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
So up next for New York, Luis Angel Acuna, 1 for 3. And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits. 1-run game, 1 out, 1 on. Just missed.
1-1.
And there's a ball.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
And that one misses up and in. And now 3-1.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boog.
Torrens at first, 1 gone. That one at triple digits.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Walks out of the bullpen can absolutely kill your momentum very quickly. They're in some hot water trying to protect this lead.
So the tying run in scoring position now. Next is the designated hitter, Jesse Winker, known for his late inning heroics. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
1 out. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. And that one fouled off. The 1-2. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Save!
He's in there. He's safe.
Hey, I got to give him credit for busting it down to first to beat out that hit. Speed is obviously not a big part of his game. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
So a change being made at first base. On a pinch run for the Mets, Jose Siri. And in this big spot, here comes Francisco Lindor. 0 for 3 with manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. New pitcher now, Mason Miller.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
The shortstop takes the ball.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
And that clips the inside corner. So they're all loaded up. Little chopper rolls foul.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Huge strikeout there.
Well, this is where the team aspect really comes into play on the offensive side of the game, right? I mean, missed opportunity to tie it up with the runner at third, 1 out, couldn't put the ball in play. So now it's time to pick him up. And that's where good teams, they go to. They operate on this level of next man up. That mentality is what causes them to win series, get into the postseason. And that helps keep the energy and morale high in the dugout.
Vientos at the plate and takes high there. Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. Swings and misses. And the count even at 1.
It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
And that ends the inning. Mets leave them loaded. They trail it 3-2. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Sean Manaea.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
Ramirez stands in here, leaves that one off the inside.
No strike.
Action in the Mets bullpen. David Peterson up and loosening in the pen. Manaea, 33 years old. He joined the team as a free agent.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Popped up. Alonso drifts towards it. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away. Here's Machado. And that's in for a strike. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. Outside. And the count even 1-1. That one down the line, but it kicks foul. One down, base is empty. Way inside, and that hit him. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. Here's the center fielder, Byron Buxton. Third baseman playing on the edge of the grass, looking for the sac bunt. Substitution being made at first. Coming in as the pinch runner, Xavier Edwards. So now a pinch hitter, Cody Bellinger.
He's had some success in this matchup in the past, so I'm thinking he should feel pretty confident in this spot.
Lifted in the air, right center field. He's got it. That's out number 2.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Runner on the go. Pitch misses in.
That's inside.
Throw.
He's in there. He's
Save.
safe.
That's 50 stolen bases for him this year.
Well, it seems like 90 feet is such a big deal in a tight one-run game like this one. Maybe it's a little bit risky, but they felt good about it, and it paid off. Let's see if they can turn this into a big run.
One-run game here in the top of the ninth.
That's ball 2.
Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a high fly ball pulled foul, and that's out of play. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. On to first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. Guardians lead 1, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. So remaining in the game defensively, Cody Bellinger. He'll be out center now after pinch hitting. Well, one-run game. In steps the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Emmanuel Clase on to try and close it out.
And this marks the 60th time he's come on the pitch so far this year. Clearly a very relied upon arm in this bullpen.
That pitch gets the inside corner. That's strike 1.
0-1.
Right through there for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Out to short, Turner. Tosses to first, and that takes care of Alonso. Here's the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. There's a strike.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
Bringing the cheese on that one.
And that's a strikeout looking. And they're down to their last out.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
So it's their last chance in this one. Jeff McNeil up now for the Mets. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. On the outside corner, and that is strike 1. Swung on, belted. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. One strike away.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
That one ran inside, almost got him. One-two now. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And that'll do it. The Guardians hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game.
Well, a real balanced ball game, 3-2 score. We saw some hitting at times. We saw some good pitching at other times. And I think very balanced, very pleasurable game, I think, for the fans as well as for us up here in the booth. Watching the execution by both teams was really impressive. They did it in all facets of the game.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. The show brings you the game of the week. It's the Cleveland Guardians going up against the New York Mets. And this is the rubber match, Siggy.
And these games can really shape your season, Boog. You always want to come through when you have a chance to win a series. That'll boost confidence amongst the entire organization.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. So just about set now. And today's starter, Kodai Senga. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
Yeah, he's definitely had a struggle so far this year, as evidenced by that inflated whip. But he's going to have to find a way to limit the base runners, put his team in a position to win a ball game. So we know he's prepared. We know this guy's a competitor. And we'll watch how he works in this one.
Hit hard on the ground to the right side. And foul ball. Outside low. Ball one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Way inside. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And that just misses.
I think he wanted that call in the upper part of the zone, but just didn't get it. Now he's just trying to get a better feel for how much it missed so he can adjust his sights just a little bit.
Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out.
It's a strikeout, but they'll be in good shape if they make their outs as difficult as that one. Those grinding ABs take a toll on a pitcher as the game goes on.
And the batter now, Xavier Edwards. What a season it's been for him. He has supplied a lot of power and that average. Just missed.
This is a batter who clearly performs better in day games. I don't know why, but his numbers generally back it up.
And that one popped in the air, left field. Snags it for the second out. Here's the Guardians lineup now. And a big factor for them in recent games, JT Realmuto.
He's been a solid force for his team right now. Kind of a fire starter when you consider an on-base percentage over 400 over the last 10 games. That's solid, consistent work. He's making things happen for this offense right now.
Juan Soto stands in here, takes ball one low.
1-0.
2 out, space is empty.
Hey!
That's outside,
outside.
And it's 2-1. He swings and fouls one off. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Guardians there. Now the Mets offense will go to work for the first time. No score. Back here in Queens. And on the mound now, Spencer Schwellenbach. Singy, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. You know, some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environment. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
Ground ball, Olsen. He'll do it himself. One gone, bottom half of the first. Here's the Mets lineup now. The home run, a big part of the equation when it comes to this offense, Singy. They're one of the better clubs in the league in terms of putting runs up via the homer.
Yeah, and that makes them even more dangerous because they're going to get their hits, but they're also going to get those home runs and have runners on base, which is multiple runs out of one swing. So, yeah, you really have to try to manage a team like this and keep them contained. You can't give up extra outs, whether that be via an error or a walk.
One down, base is empty. Fought off foul. And they'll do it again. One out, base is empty. And ring him up, says Carl Dixon. That's a strikeout. And now it's Frankie Lindor. Way inside, gets out of the way.
Nope. Aye. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Good job to fight that one off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss, splitter in the dirt. Real Muto gathers, throws to first, in time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that. Nothing for the Mets in the first. Second inning coming up from Citi Field. Nothing. All set for the start of the inning. And the batter now, Matt Olson. Senga back to work. And he grounds one back up the middle. On to first. One out in the second. Trey Turner at the plate. The shortstop takes the ball. Senga. He has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. Pitch misses. 2-1.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him, that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
The other way, fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. And it's a 1-out double for the first hit of the game. How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have a laser-like focus, slow everything down, stay right in that moment, pitch-to-pitch execution, and focusing on that catcher's mitt.
Now it's Jose Ramirez. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And that one is inside.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up. And that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Corrals it. 2 down. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's Manny Machado. Started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, and he went around. That's ruled a swing. That one ripped. Dives for it. Got it. Makes the play.
Great diving catch to end the inning. That'll fire up the dugout for sure. Time to go swing it.
And we're back. We head to the bottom of the second. Here's the third baseman, Mark Vientos. Clips the corner. That's strike one. Fastball for a strike at 95.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
High fly ball, shallow right field. Soto puts it away, and there's one down. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. 2 for 8 in the series so far. That's in there. That's strike one.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
Nothing here in the bottom of the second. Tapped out in front of the plate. Throw on to Olsen, and that takes care of Alonso. And here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. Inside, just missed. Alvarez with a homer in his last game. Just missed.
That's the ball.
Hit on the ground to short. Trey Turner gloves it. The throw to first. That's the third out. Back here at Citi Field. On to the third inning. Stepping up for the Guardians, Byron Buxton. Swinging a foul straight back. 2 of the most potent offenses in the game squaring off. And the right-hander deals.
Yeah.
That one misses. Now 1-2.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
That missed by a lot, and it's 2-2. Got him swinging. That K is his third of the game.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Here comes Real Muto.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
Top of the third, no score. Breaking ball misses down and away. And that's downstairs. And it's 2-1.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
In the air, left side. Makes the grab, 2 down. So the lineup flips over. Here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter, Christian Yelich. First pitch misses. Yelich getting the start in left. A member of the 1,000 hit club. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. And that one in the air, center field. Siri makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. And he takes a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Just missed. In there at the knees.
That's excellent location on the fastball right there early in this game. If he can do that all game, should be a good outing for him.
Gets under it and pops it up. Turner snags it, and there's one down. And now it's Jose Siri.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2. So 2 down now, and here is Michael A. Taylor. This one popped up. Olsen. And that'll do it. 9 straight retired here to start the game. No score. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. And that misses. 1-0. That one drifts inside. That one's in there. Now 2 balls and a strike. And that one upstairs.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
That one is hammered right field. That's back there. And it's gone. That one felt good. It's his 6th home run of the season. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0. So, Singy, this is a little bit of a surprise. A guy known for line drives hits one over the fence.
Well, if you're a little too early, you'll get some elevation in the ball, get out of the ballpark. For him, it's kind of a mistake. But you know what? When you have such a good approach, every now and then you're going to run into one.
Soto batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. Top half of inning number 4.
Nope.
That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit. Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. On the outside corner, got him looking. I don't know about you, Chris, but that felt like a weird at-bat right there. Didn't give much to hit until the final pitch, and he still got the backwards K.
Yeah, not a single pitch was actually inside the strike zone, but he was being very aggressive in the box and fell behind in the count. Then they finally do challenge him, and he couldn't get the bat off his shoulder. Kind of a strange strikeout for sure, Boog.
And now Matt Olson up to hit. Inside corner, and that's called a strike. And that is out of play. Look out. That fastball drilled him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Here's Turner now. Third baseman playing on the edge of the grass, looking for the sac bunt. Just missed. Man at first, 1 away. Off the mark there. 2-0.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
Squirts away a little bit. Olsen, the runner at first, with 1 gone in the inning. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
First and second, 1 out. Digging in, Jose Ramirez. And Cleveland on top 1-0. On the ground, right side. Down the line, and it's foul. In the air, left field, down the line. And that's a foul ball. And 1-2.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
And look out. That one gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one. So bases loaded with 1 away. Manny Machado digs in for the Guardians. He's 0 for 1. Splits the plate. 0-1.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Base hit. 1 run in already. Runner at third puts on the brakes. Bases still loaded and still only 1 away. Mansingy, he hit that ball right on the sweet spot. According to StatCast, the exit velo 110 miles an hour.
Yeah, Boog. I mean, that right there is an absolute missile. And he just put a great swing on it, squared it up perfectly. Those are the ones that feel really good.
Here's Byron Buxton. To short, could be 2. Fired to second, not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
I promise you, there are guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
It'll bring up JT Realmuto. Fly to left his first time. Late swing fouled off.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Buxton on the run. Got him looking, and he did not like the call. They get 3 runs on 2 hits, 1 a solo homer. We're midway in the 4th. Guardians 3 and the Mets nothing. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings. Swing and a pop-up foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands.
Well, these Mets, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Swings and misses. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Here's Jesse Winker. Struck out swinging his first time. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
And that one fouled off. The Mets trailing by 3. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Next offering misses, and it's 1-1. Lindor with an uncharacteristic stretch of poor play lately. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. He flexes his power with that swing. Home run number 15 on the year, and they inch closer. It's 3-1.
Ready for it. Look at how quickly he jumped on that pitch.
So 2 down, and now it's Mark Vientos. Pitch is in for a strike. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
That one fouled off. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Now 5 strikes. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Senga back to work. There's a strike. And that's through there for a strike. 0-2.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
The 0-2. Caught him looking for the K.
Well, not much you can argue with there as a hitter. That pitch was dotted on the inside corner of the plate. I think even if he swings the bat, it blows him up and not really able to do anything with it anyhow. I think if you see that early, then perhaps you can pull those hands a little bit tighter and get the fat part of the bat to it. But I'd say overall, you just have to tip your cap on that one. Great execution.
That's ball 2.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Foul ball.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Next pitch in for a strike. It's 2-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Chris, 3rd time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Soto stands in now and watches strike 1. Just missed.
What's good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Taylor hauls it in to end the inning. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Up and in, and that is ball one. Since debuting in 2019, no player in the majors has hit more homers than Pete Alonso. And there's the strike. Just missed.
Full.
Goes down looking. Here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. Grounded out his first time up.
Right through there for a strike.
The Guardians up by 2, last half of inning number 5. Just missed. And that drops in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. And he's up to 7 strikeouts.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Griffin Conine up now for the Mets. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
0-2.
2 down, nobody on. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Jose Butto.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Stirring in the bullpen for the Mets, Adbert Alzolay getting loose out there. And a foul ball. Looked like it was a little bit up.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
Clobber to right field, way back, gone. Matt Olson goes deep. His 34th of the season. It's 4-1.
A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Here's Trey Turner. That one drilled left field. Taylor makes the catch for the out. 1 down. Here's Jose Ramirez. Ramirez, an all-star a season ago, 32 years old, and he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300 in his last 10 games.
2 balls.
Not even close there. Now 2-0.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
Swing and a miss. 2-2 now.
2-2 count.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Going, gone. That'll fire up the dugout. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 5-1. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
1 out, base is empty. Now it's the Guardians DH, Manny Machado.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Still only 1 out here in the inning. That one missed. That misses the zone, and it's 2-1. And there's a ball. And Manny gets a piece. 2 runs across in the inning, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Three and 2 now. Out to center. Siri in position. He makes the grab, and there's 2 away. And now the center fielder, Byron Buxton.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that. Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
That one to first. Alonso. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. Leading off, Jose Siri. That's off the mark, and that's ball 1.
Well, a big lead like this is comfortable many times, but not when these two teams are matching up. You got to continue to keep your head down, play catch with that catcher, and just try to move through this lineup. And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to.
This one swung on and hit well. Way off the batter's eye and gone. His 7th home run of the season, and they close the gap. It's 5-2.
Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ball game.
Michael A. Taylor getting ready to hit. First time up was a pop out. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Next offering is fouled back. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss as he gets him to chase upstairs.
I think he was a little excited there, saw the fastball, but needed a step ladder to get to that one. He's going to have to tighten it back up. He wants to have a good at bat.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Now here is Luis Angel Acuna.
Right through there for a strike.
And a swing and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And a good eye there.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
Slider misses outside.
The count's full.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Yelich on the move. And he makes the catch. And there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Jesse Winker will hit next. That one ripped but foul. Two outs. And ball 1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Pitch in the dirt. Now 2-2.
Well, he might have to look for a different put away pitch right here 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Two down, nobody on. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. He goes down looking. Mets draw closer thanks to the home run. It's 5-2. 6 innings in the books on MLB The Show's Game of the Week. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Adbert Alzolay.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Back now as it'll be a pinch hitter to lead off, Gabriel Moreno. Right down to shoot, strike 1. Up the middle, Lindor whips it to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
Pinch hitter coming on, Travis Bazzana. Looking to start something with 1 gone. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Has room, and he makes the catch. 2 down, base is empty. Xavier Edwards digs in for the Guardians. He's already homered in this game. Center field, Siri sizes this one up, and that is that. Staying in the game on defense, Gabriel Moreno. He takes over behind the plate to do the catching after entering the game as a pinch hitter. Also into the ball game, Travis Bazzana. He'll be out in left field. 3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. That clips the corner. Well, he's back out there to begin the 7th. That surprised you at all, Chris?
Yeah, a little bit. It was a little rough 6th inning there, but his skipper's got a lot of confidence in him. But trust me, they will keep a close eye on how he does in this one.
Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning. And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Mark Vientos. His righty-lefty splits there. And that one fouled off.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
That misses the zone. And that's ball 2. Runner at first with no outs here. Fastball is outside. And that one misses outside. It's ball 4. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, he's starting to look a little gassed to me, and we'll see if they go to the bullpen in this spot or not.
Big manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the... And the first offering is not close. And misses inside.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
With the tying run at the plate, here the bottom of the 7th. Slides, but he can't come up with it. Lindor zipping around third. He'll score easily.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done. Really important at bat coming up now.
First and second, no outs. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. Vientos, the lead runner, out at second. Alonso on at first with nobody out. And fouled off. And this one squirts away from the catcher. And the runners will move up. And now Griffin Conine, 0 for 2 in this one. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 1.
Evidently not too impressed with that call, and it feels like he got squeezed on the outside corner, so he's making his case. You've got to be careful to pick your spots in terms of showing your frustration with the umpire, and he felt this was his time.
So the tying run at second. Swing and a high fly ball left field. He's got it. Runner tagging from third. Relay throw. Save. He scores, and it's a 1-run game.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. You know the situation. You need something in the air and deep enough, and that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
Here's the center fielder, Jose Siri. He's already homered here in this one. That's down and in. Runner at second, 2 down. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
Ball, 1 strike.
Here's a 1-1. Fouled off down the right side. Man at second. That one missed. Swings and misses, struck him out. So it's 2 runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Guardians 5 and the Mets 4. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. A.J. Minter.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter, Adolis Garcia. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1.
Right through there for a strike.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. And a fastball misses outside for a ball. 1-2 the count. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Drilled out towards left center field. Siri ranging back and brings it in at the wall.
Thought that was a no-doubter. Like the wind was holding that in this ballpark.
That catches the top part of the zone. Strike one.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Foul ball, still 0-2. Ball one there. Next pitch way upstairs.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
And it remains 2-2. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. Just off the inside edge. Swings and misses and one down below the zone. Up with it, fires to first. And there's two gone following the strikeout. 2 out, space is empty. So in now for Cleveland, Trey Turner. Pitch misses, and that's ball 1. And it's fouled away. Two outs. That's in there, and it's 1-2. The shortstop takes the ball. Next offering upstairs. Fights it off. He'll see another. Two down, nobody on. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Konai makes the grab, and that is that. Nothing across here this half. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Guardians 5 and the Mets 4. So remaining in the game defensively, Adolis Garcia. He'll be the new right fielder after entering as a pinch hitter. Michael A. Taylor now at the plate.
Now pitching for Cleveland. Number 31, Mason Miller.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike. Swing and a foul out of play. Looking to get the tying run on base. Not close with that one. Now 1-2. And a slider misses down and away.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. Luis Angel Acuna in the on-deck circle. In there, got him looking, and that one split the plate.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
And here is Luis Angel Acuna. That one outside, and it's 1-0. .100 at the knees, and he came up empty.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Next offering in there for a strike. Now he's in a 1-2 hole. Holding on to a 1-run lead here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. And a swing and a miss. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing BBs. Jesse Winker, the next to hit. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. Fastball for a strike. On the ground to third. Ramirez sends it to first, and the Mets go 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Mets. They trail it 5-4. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Danny Young.
Well, he's been a bit of a wild card out there in terms of throwing strikes. He's definitely struggled with free passes this year.
And first offering is fouled off. That one way inside. Hard hit left side. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly.
Now batting, designated hitter Manny Machado.
And now it's Manny Machado. Runner on the go. Pitch misses.
Nope. Ball one.
And that's a stolen base. Not even close. Man at second. And downstairs. The 2-0 is in for a strike. Crowd locked in right now. One-run game here in the ninth. In the dirt.
2-0, 2 strikes.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
To third. And it stays fair. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners. Nobody out.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like he did right there.
Byron Buxton getting ready to hit. And there's a foul ball.
Well, they kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
Just missed.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
Misses outside. And a count 2-1.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So he needed a strikeout there, and he got it. And now we'll see how they play it defensively.
Yeah, now they can move the middle infielders back a little bit, get into double play depth, and look for a ground ball and roll it up, get a big double play, get out of this inning. I tell you what, that was a big strikeout in a spot where they really needed one.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Danny Young is done, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. David Peterson on to pitch out of the pen here.
And he's been hit pretty hard at times this year, so he's looking for better. Right now, giving up more than a hit per inning.
And next is the Guardians catcher, Gabriel Moreno. Foul ball there. And a foul ball. Runners at the corners, one away. Here at the top of the ninth. Just off the outside edge, and it's 1-2. In the dirt, blocked, and an excellent job keeping it right there. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And there's a ball.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Line drive, takes it in for the out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
So digging in, Travis Bazzana. Looks like a pinch hitter for the Guardians. Giancarlo Stanton. Two-out opportunity for him with runners on the corners. That one's upstairs, ball one. Ramirez at third. Machado at first. 2 out of the inning. Close, but call the ball. And the count now 2-0.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
And that's fouled off. Way out front for strike 2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
In the air, center field. Siri in position. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. One hit, one error in the inning, but they wind up leaving 2. Hard of the order, 3, 4, 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the ninth. It's the Guardians 5 and the Mets 4. Staying in the game on defense, Giancarlo Stanton. He'll be the new left fielder after entering the game as a pinch hitter. Nobody out. Lindor has a chance to tie it. Miller back to work. And that one fouled off. One-run game, bottom 9. Popped up. Makes the grab, and there's one down. That's a big first out right there, and that changes things.
Yeah, you can kind of see how just the hope and optimism is shrunk a little bit, but they got a couple more outs to work with. They got to find a way to get a runner on and get one around the bases.
Vientos, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Ground ball right side, it squirts through. So a man aboard now with one away.
Well, that at bat had a lot of pressure riding on it, so really great job coming through right there. It's got to feel good. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They've had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Here in the bottom of the ninth, one out. Here's Pete Alonso. That one at triple digits. Trying to keep the game alive here in the bottom of the ninth. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And that one is inside ball 1. The 1-2.
Ball, that's down.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. With the tying run on at first, and the home team trying to pull it out. Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. Yes, he did. Down he goes on strikes. So last chance for the Mets. Now Francisco Alvarez. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
0-1's the count.
Next offering upstairs. Tying run at first. The winning run at the plate. The next offering misses, and it's 2-1. This could end it. Swing and a miss, and that's the ball game.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
Close one here today, and your final 5-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us for the Game of the Week.